Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambeau channel. XRP's current all-time high of $3.92 according to Live Coin Watch, which occurred on January 4th, 2018, is going to look like nothing. It's going to look like peanuts. If many of the analysts that I follow end up being correct, and I have a feeling that we're going to be pleasantly surprised. Is surprising the right word? I think we know where this is going, right? We'll be happy. We'll just be happy. We'll straight up be happy when this market cycle has hit its top, and once it's all over, and then we get to do it all again when we enter bear market again, which for me is going to be a fun time still. I'll tell you what. Bear market to me is not a scary land. I will be happy to make purchases of other people's fear. While they're panic selling, I'll be like, ooh, I'll take one of those, then I'll take one of those, I'll take two of that. My gosh, these prices. So that's what I'll be doing while everybody else is freaking out. Oh, also, I wanted to run something by you guys. Can you help me out? I've got something that's only loosely crypto related. I have a business idea, and I'm going to talk about it in just give me like 30 to 40 seconds. That's all I need. I just need to know if you guys think it's a good idea. I'm going to talk about it in just a minute here. But first, I do want to be clear. I don't have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. I'm just a simple little Moon Lambeau, all up here on the internet, making YouTube videos as a fun hobby about Ripple and XRP and crypto in general. As I record this, XRP is at $1.54. Bitcoin is at $56,288. And so we've seen, I need to notate this right now, like, the market's been mostly down over the last 24 hours. What's on your screen right now? I'm showing the top 10 cryptocurrencies by market cap. And if you look on the right side where I'm circling my mouse here, this is the weekly chart for all those cryptocurrencies. And you might notice that all of them are down with, always throw out Tether when I say that though, because Tether's a stable coin. All of them are down though, except Dogecoin, because frankly, Dogecoin doesn't ever know what the hell is going on. Like, it's just a happy dog, just happy to be here. It doesn't know it's supposed to be trending down with the rest of the market, just going up. It just hit another all-time high like a half hour ago or something like that. I'm not kidding you. Dogecoin hit another all-time high, 44 cents. What in the ever-loving hell? I'm not mad or anything. I hope that you guys out there have made money. If you're Dogecoin holders, I hope that you are very happy with what's happening. But see, this is just more proof that the market moves in tandem and that nothing in life matters or is real. So there we go. Ethereum, though, also hit its another all-time high, $3,452. Holy freaking hell. And so directionally where all this is going, this is why I started the video out by saying, my gosh, if some of these coins, these predictions that are being cited for Bitcoin and Ethereum and some other top coins, if they end up coming to pass, I just don't know how we don't see a lot of people making truly life-changing money with XRP. Unless they like sell too soon or something like that. So take a look at this. Oh yeah, I did want to mention that too. So the market cap for the asset class as I record this is now $2.3 trillion. And Bitcoin dominance, it's been a bit down. And so here's a tweet from my fellow XRP YouTuber, the Blockchain Backer. And he noted this as well. And he wrote, Bitcoin dominance in a free fall as altcoin market crushes Bitcoin performance. And so, although it is true what I cited, that a bunch of cryptocurrencies are down, there are others, I guess probably a lot of them outside of the top 10, which have been moving to the upside, and that's resulting in Bitcoin dominance decreasing. And this is where my business idea comes into play, and this is where I need you to just give me a comment below and let me know if you think this is a good idea. I think there's opportunity. And so I tweeted out about it earlier, and I shared a picture of this chart showing Bitcoin dominance declining for 30 days. You can see it got down to, when I tweeted this, 45.73%. And I wrote the following. So this is my idea. You just give me a yay or nay on this one. I kind of think I want to do it, but it'll be based on your feedback. So I really would start this business, though. And I wrote the following. If I could find a way to capture the tears of Bitcoin maxi trolls and bottle them, is there any chance this is a product I could find success selling in the open market? And that's it. That really is. So I think, and now there would be hurdles logistically in terms of how to acquire said tiers, and then with the murmuring of the Bitcoin maxi trolls like waddling around while they try and capture them, it could be a problem. Because you know what they sound like, Bitcoin, Ripple scam, zero, it would be a lot to put up with, but I'm thinking, given that's the case, maybe I could sell them at a high price. So you just let me know in the comments below. Now here's chart analyst Credible Crypto, and he simply wrote the following. This is why we become cautious at resistance. Because seriously, the reason he said that, Bitcoin, it bounced basically right off of what I think what was the level, 57,000. I think right at that, or yeah, it did. Or maybe 59. That's what. Here, let me just pull up the damn thing because now I'm curious. What did it hit most recently in the last 24 hours? 24-hour high of 58,000. Okay, so it was a little higher. $58,952. And so a chart analyst, Credible Crypto, that he wrote, this is why we become cautious at resistance. I'll likely look to long $52,000 if we get it, Bitcoin. And so mind you, a couple things on this. When you see stuff like this from chart analysts all up on the Twitter, social media, wherever you go, a lot of them, they have their long-term holdings that no matter what, they're not going to sell until they've become fortunes, effectively, right? That's the goal, right? But they also, and this is the case for Credible Crypto, he's publicly shared this, he has much smaller bags that he is willing to trade with. And so good for him. I believe what he says when he's doing well, but understand that it's statistically speaking, about 95% of traders that lose money. So I'm always impressed by the ones that can actually pull this off. But this is a reason, like, I don't even have an interest in trying my hand at that crap. I frankly don't here. Like, people make enough bad decisions, even simply when they try to hold. Can I illustrate that point here? And here's a cryptocurrency called HBAR, which, don't worry, I know this is an XRP-centric channel. This is true of XRP, the way that people are treating this. It's true of any cryptocurrency because, frankly, people don't know what the hell it is that they're doing. And so this person on Twitter, this is nothing personal against them. And they can do what they want. Look, we're all adults here, at least by age. I mean, I refuse to act like an adult. I'm 37, but I am an adult by age. But look, everybody gets to make their own buying and selling decisions. I'm happy to share my opinion because to me, it's always fun to talk about this stuff. And I'm always open-minded, willing to be persuaded if you have a compelling case on anything. I think this is the wrong way of looking at it, but I think so many people, especially new to crypto, jump in looking at things like this. And so this individual wrote the following. If HBAR is going to 23 cents, I will sell all my HBAR. I'm already enough. I already enough to hold a dead coin. I'm already enough. So that last part, I guess I don't know what that means. I'm already enough to hold a dead coin. So maybe he thinks he made it. I don't know. But you get the idea. Because here's what he's effectively saying. Like, look, here's the thing. You not liking the price of a cryptocurrency is not a factor in whether or not it will go up and down. So if your decision-making process is, I don't care where it is right now, I'm just gonna, like, what kind of type of childish way of looking at this? This is, I want my moon Lambo now, and I had to wait, and I wanted to tune and get my millions of dollars. That's like, guys, patience. My gosh, this is not how things work. And so HBAR, it's at just a hair shy of 31. Oh, just hit 31 cents as I'm recording this. There you go. So I pulled it up on the screen, 31 cents. And so this is true of HBAR, what I'm about to say, and it's also true of XRP. And pick your crypto. It's true of all of it. Because if you have this attitude, because it's not going to the price level you want when you want it, well, you're going to have a bad time in crypto then, because that's not how this works, princess. Look at this. Here's the price of HBAR, February 12th of last year, 2020, 7.6 cents. And you could have said the same thing then. Like, mind you, that was its all-time high at that moment. 7.5 cents, that was its all-time high back then. And you could have said, well, if it goes down to 4 cents, I'm going to sell because it's not the price that I want then. And then, so mind you, think what you're leaving off the table. So what did happen, though? It did go down. It went down to like 3.5 cents, and I don't know exactly how low it got over the course of the next year, but it was mostly fluttering around there. It may have been, 3-4 cents. And so you can have that if you're like, you just didn't, it's not where I want it to be now. Okay, then fine, sell. Whatever you want to do, princess. I'm just saying you're probably going to have a bad time because the markets don't care what you think and feel about the current price of anything. And so what happened? It ended up rocketing up, and it hit its all-time high of 45.7 cents. And I suspect this particular one isn't finished, just like XRP isn't finished, just like Ethereum isn't finished, and just like Bitcoin isn't. We're in a bull market, my friends. And so if you want to be impatient, you can do that. You make your own adult decision. I just don't think that this is going to. I just don't think that this is going to end well for many people here. And so think about this. Think about what Bitcoin's done to this point, right? Think about what Bitcoin's done. Its previous all-time high at $20,000, it basically tripled, right? Basically tripled. And so, you know, in terms of this bad thinking here, like, because here, actually, let me go through just 2 more tweets on this thread, all right? Sorry to be going back and forth a little bit, but I think I should talk about this. In response to that, the tweeter said, oh man, if HBAR goes down from 31 cents to 23 cents, I will sell all of my HBAR. Okay, well, that's what you want to do if we can find. But somebody named Jeff responded and wrote, patience, my friend, it is not dead, far from it. Its time will come, and then you will regret. And this is, by the way, in my opinion, that is what happens to people. I think this individual, Jeff here, is correct. And then somebody named BLDM responded to that and wrote, not entirely true. He is wasting his time by not holding his assets and pumping coins. And I see that, I just like, did you hear me? That's me smacking my forehead right there. I'm like, "Dah! No." Like, that's like, to me personally, that sounds absolutely terrible. There's nothing personal against any of these people that think that their method of like holding is superior to mine. Like, let's just disagree there. Because look, here's the thing. If you start chasing something right when it pumps, okay, fine. You can have a victory perhaps. But what really happens is there's so many people, this is why it's so dangerous, people start chasing it when most of the pump action has already happened. And then it'll start crashing, and then you end up panic selling and you get wrecked. Like, that's what actually happens to people. And so chart analyst Credible Crypto saw that and retweeted it and wrote, if you think this is this way you will... Oh, wait, I was reading it with a weird emphasis. Let me try that again. If you think this way, you will never be satisfied. There is always some other coin out pumping the one you are holding. Always. Constantly trying to hop into everything that is pumping will leave you on the sidelines when it really counts most of the time. Exactly. And so, to me, even if you could be one of the few winners there, I'm just sharing with you, I'm not going to participate in that. I'm not willing to risk it. And the way that I look at it is, if a coin that I was thinking of investing in and wanted to invest in, if it just rallies before I get it, then that's it. Oh, gosh darn, I missed it. Well, you know what? There are a lot of other cryptocurrencies out there. I'm just not going to play that game. Somebody named Bill then asked, what are you thinking of this dip on XRP and Bitcoin? And Credible Crypto, he's got the long-term mindset here, other than the little bag that he has for trading. He wrote, it's a buy the dip opportunity. So there you go. Take that for what it's worth. And check out this bigger picture. Remember, this is from Credible Crypto. Remember that time when Bitcoin broke $20,000 and then flew to $60,000 in a matter of weeks? Well, now Ethereum wants to play follow the leader. $3,000 is just the start. And so, and check this out. Somebody responded and asked, similar play on XRP soon, ? To which Credible Crypto responded, yes, sir. Now think about this. Now, Bitcoin, it's triple its previous all-time high. Well, if you're talking about triple XRP's all-time high, that just takes it to $12, right? About $12. Maybe you could say a hair less, that's fine. A little less than $12 just to triple its all-time high. Well, think about this. Ethereum is already, as I stated, around, what did I say, $3,300? Yeah, $3,380 as I record this. Okay, think about this, because there are so many people, and I've been citing it in recent days, there are so many people that are beyond confident that Ethereum is going to hit $10,000. Now, mind you, if Ethereum does hit $10,000, you're talking about a $1.15 trillion market cap. Last market cycle, Ethereum, in terms of market cap, peaked at the same level as XRP. If XRP peaks at the same level of Ethereum this market cycle, and if Ethereum indeed hits $10,000, and if it just matches it there, let's say Ethereum stops at $10,000, for XRP to match that in terms of market cap, it would have a value of about, a market price rather, of about $25 XRP. So I don't know if it's going to happen. I hope that some of these analysts that are saying this stuff end up being correct. There's no way to know for sure without time passing. But that's why, like, even if the likes of Blockchain Backer, my fellow XRP YouTuber, even if he's correct, I'd still be thrilled. And he's been like scarily accurate, So I'm paying attention to what he says most certainly. But he thinks XRP is going to go from anywhere to $10 to $13. But if these other people are correct, and the market moves in tandem, and if XRP's this market cycle is going to be priced in a way similar to Ethereum, because those two were fighting back and forth in terms of market cap position last market cycle, if that happens again, if Ethereum hits that level, why wouldn't XRP hit that level and get into the $20-something range, or higher maybe? Because there's some people that say, hey, actually Ethereum's going to go to more like 20,000. Look, I don't know. I've covered it on this channel because I just love to share a bunch of opinions from all sorts of chart analysts. I'm not necessarily convinced because, look, the higher the price of anything, the less convinced I am it's going to happen. I think that's a reasonable response. But Love Crypto now. He had an update here about XRP. He wrote simply, still moving sideways. Don't get the breakout nor a dump. Didn't get the breakout nor a dump. And then he wrote, the trend is your friend. XRP is notorious for moving sideways for days, getting people bored and out of their positions to jump on other trains. That's when it pumps very strong. And it is true that historically XRP does trade sideways longer than other cryptocurrencies. But it is true of any coin that people are behaving in a way that, in my opinion, is very poor, which is why you go back to what I tweeted about this guy wanting to get rid of his HBAR if the price doesn't do what he wants. He said, again, if HBAR goes down to 23 cents and it's at 31 cents now, he'll sell all of it. Well, as Love Crypto cites here, people getting bored will get out of their XRP positions and jump onto other trains. If you guys think that's a winning strategy, go for it. We'll see who gets wrecked by the end of this market cycle, right? Oh my gosh. And then somebody also wrote in response to something from Blockchain Backer, wrote, everyone talking about XRP who doing nothing. It's saying XRP is functionally doing nothing. The Blockchain Backer responded and wrote, XRP is up 175% in the last 30 days, 263% in the last 60 days, 484% in the last 100 days. Pretty sure it hasn't been doing nothing. Indeed, it has been moving quite a bit, and that's why it's exciting to think, and I do suspect this is indeed the case. We ain't seen nothing yet. That all-time high, I believe, will be hit, and we're going to blast through it into new realms of price discovery. Just a matter of time. And look, I always acknowledge, and I'm not trying to be hyperbolic about any of this. I recognize I could be wrong, and it could all go to zero. That's the risk that I'm taking here. But I do have conviction in what I suspect is likely to occur, and I do think XRP will be worth substantially more. But if I'm wrong, then fine. I deserve to lose everything, perhaps. Now take a look at this. Here's another popular chart analyst named Kaleo, 249,000 followers on Twitter, and he shared with his followers the following. Ethereum has now done more than a 15x from the time of publication less than a year ago, and the chart is still nearly perfect. And so he was citing some previous work he put out. I guess it was, June, was this? Well, actually, this tweet was from, June 21st, 2020. So there you go. So less than a year ago. But he wrote this, and this is what's interesting to think about. If $100,000 Bitcoin is possible, so is $25,000 Ethereum. Okay, well, if XRP is going to match Ethereum, what do you think that means? $25,000 Ethereum? I mean, you'd be looking at over like $60 XRP if it's on par with ETH, which, again, in terms of market cap, it was last cycle. Well, hell, at that level, though, even if XRP, something horrendous happens and it's half that, you're still looking at over $30 XRP. Like, that's why I hope these guys are right. I really hope that they're right, because in a general sense, people don't get these kinds of followers. Like, this is a 250,000 humans that want to know what this individual thinks, and so I'm hoping that it's well-deserved for the right reason. You kind of hope. But what are the odds of Bitcoin hitting $100,000? Let's talk about that a little bit. This is from the Daily Hodl. It's the headline here. Bitcoin perfectly set up for a leap towards $100,000, says crypto analyst Plan B, who is another wildly popular chart analyst in the world of crypto. A widely followed analyst known for being the first to apply the stock-to-flow model, which is S2F for short, to Bitcoin, says that Bitcoin has just created a perfect setup for a spike up to $100,000. The S2F, traditionally used in commodities markets like precious metals, compares the price of an asset versus the amount of new supply. Plan B has amassed a massive following with the stunning accuracy of the S2F and the S2FX, a variation of the S2F, which also takes into account gold and silver's performance to reach a price estimation for Bitcoin. And let me just pause here and say, one of the reasons I am always happy to cover this type of story is because Bitcoin does lead the market and everything else follows Bitcoin. So if the better Bitcoin does, the better you'll see the number one altcoin do, which is Ethereum. The better Ethereum does, the better I personally believe XRP will do. It's all going to move in tandem, not down to the second, the minute, the hour, the day, the week, so on and so forth, but it does. Because people are not sufficiently parsing out the differences between cryptocurrencies due to the nascency of this asset class, because frankly, it's just hard to figure out how many of these cryptocurrencies are going to actually have true staying power for decades or longer, right? And so since there's so much uncertainty, people in a general sense are betting on the asset class on the whole, basically. Now, in a new tweet, Plan B notes that a new colored dot representing the close of another month on the S2FX model is slightly down from last month, looking like a potential slingshot upward into the six figures. And here you can go, I don't want to read all of this, but he writes, new dot, slightly down after 6 months up, looks like the perfect setup for a jump towards $100,000. And so this is where, I hope he's right. I hope the blockchain backer is wrong. Now, mind you, that doesn't mean that I'm saying I think he's wrong. I don't know. I hope he's wrong. He hopes he's wrong. Everybody hopes he's wrong. He said this. We want the price to go higher, right? He's just been so scarily accurate, though. So I'm hoping that where he's calling the high for Bitcoin this market cycle, it may very well be, but he's saying somewhere in the neighborhood on the high end of maybe around $80,000. But even he has said too. Look, when it comes to all of his holdings, he's talked about his personal plan for selling, and I think I kind of remember enough that I could probably reasonably spot off a few key parts of it, but I don't ever want to put anyone's words in anyone's mouth. So hopefully I'm not butchering this too much. But when it comes to Bitcoin, he was very public about when he sold 65% of his position, and he's done the same for. I believe he said he did the same for. Maybe he said Ethereum. I'd have to go back and look it up, but he cited his exit plan for other coins too, and it was pretty samey. Basically, once it gets to the levels that he wants to reach, sell 65%, and then in case things go much higher than he's expecting, then he's still got 35%. So he's still got a lot of skin in the game, right? But then he could take advantage of the market rallying upwards while not being freaked out that he's just got too much risk on the table, right? And so I totally get why he was going the way that he's going. But so even that's a recognition that, look, and he said it too, and any good chart analyst will say this, you don't know for sure the way this stuff is going to go. You can just kind of draw on what has happened in the past, look at what's happening now, the formations, just give your honest interpretation of what it looks like, and then talk about probability of outcomes. But we won't. We're all going to figure it out together, and it's endlessly fascinating. It's a lot more fun since we've got skin in the game. We probably all agree to that, but I'm optimistic because even the lower end expectations for XRP specifically, my gosh, that's going to be life changing for so many people. But there are a lot of analysts. In fact, I'd say most analysts think that even if you're just talking about Bitcoin or Ethereum, most of the analysts that I follow do think that it's those prices are going to be going up higher than what the blockchain backer is stating. And so I just keep thinking if those analysts are correct, we'll see. That's going to bode well for XRP too, I certainly suspect. So there we go. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. And don't forget to comment on my business idea. I think collecting Bitcoin maxi tiers is an excellent business model. How many of you out there would purchase them? You would. And tell me what you think a fair price would be, seriously, because this is going to take a lot of work to get to. There's going to be a lot of their little and they're squawking around while I'm trying to capture them. It's probably going to be a lot of work. So just tell me what you think a fair market price is for the Bitcoin maxi tiers, and we'll just go from there, if you think I should do it. But I'll go ahead and wrap up here. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Nambo.